In this video I will show you how to use a ADISRA Lowcode template. A Lowcode template is a pre-built design or structure provided by low-code development platforms to accelerate and simplify the application development process. Lowcode template enables developers to create applications with minimal manual coding using a simple visual interface. Lowcode templates serve as starting points for building various types of applications such as human-machine interface and more. These templates contain pre-configured elements, user interface components, and logic, allowing users to customize and extend the application to meet specific business requirements. The Lowcode template I will present was developed using ADISRA SmartView engineering environment. ADISRA SmartView has a unique feature that allows users to build templates and customize them at runtime. ADISRA Lowcode template allows users to create, configure, delete, and change tags, triggers, schedulers, templates, alarms, drivers, databases, history, and more at runtime. This allows users can customize HMI screen that configure and monitor their system without entering the ADISRA SmartView development environment. This demo is the basic example of a low-code template features. The low-code template can be extended and customized to address many areas of industrial and building automation applications. ADISRA Lowcode template is divided into two frames: the upper frame and the lower frame. The upper frame allows for user login and logout. ADISRA Lowcode template has the ability to define user roles or user access levels. User roles are a way of categorizing and defining different levels of access and permissions within an application or system. Each user role is associated with specific privileges and limitations, determining what actions and functionalities individual users can perform within the application. This feature helps control the level of access and security for different user groups, ensuring that users only have access to the functionalities they need and preventing unauthorized access to sensitive areas of the application. In this template, there are three user roles: the administrator with full access to all application settings, the operator with access to basic settings and interaction with graphic screens, and the guest user, who lacks the ability to interact with graphic screens. Clicking the Next button opens a trend object, enabling users to observe the behavior of a specific tag. Users can also insert and filter a tag to visualize its behavior over time. Additionally, they have the option to export the filter results to a .csv file and load data from a .csv file. Send select commands to a database. Send emails. Create recipes. In the Management button, it is possible to create new screens and auxiliary screens, define which buttons and information will be available in the upper frame, screen configuration, script execution, tag configuration, history, drivers, users, audit trail, database, emails, CSV file, enable or disable a specific runtime module, open the licensing system and the data watcher. It is also possible to view two trends at the same time. View current alarms. View tags by charts. Audit trail and enable or disable a specific runtime module. On this side, users can navigate between the main screens, auxiliary screens, and also stop the application. The lower frame contains 4 buttons. Clear removes all objects from the current screen. Save allows users to save the current screen with the option to enable or disable dragging of objects. Additionally, there's a button to insert new objects into the current screen. The area below displays the open screen interface. In runtime mode, users can dynamically insert or remove objects from the screen interface. Currently, the main screen is empty and does not contain any objects. For our sample application, let's begin by configuring the database settings. To do this, open the Management window, then choose Select DB, and proceed to Open DB Connection. In this window, you can view all configurations associated with external databases. You have the option to insert or remove various database types, including SQL Server, Postgres, MySQL, and more. For the purposes of this demo application, we will utilize the proprietary database. In the Management window, locate and click on Tag Settings. Within this window, you can create tags, view existing tags, and configure various settings related to tag history and alarm history. Additionally, you can associate tags with communication drivers, execute scripts based on intervals, conditions, and triggers, and monitor trends, current alarms, alarm history, and alarm properties. Before creating tags for the example application, let's configure the tag history and alarm history. To begin, click on the designated button to access the tag history configuration. This window will display all tag history settings. You have the option to create a new history group, and for our application, we'll use the OnTagChange group. With this setting, data will be saved in the history whenever the tag value changes. The data will be stored in the proprietary database and will remain preserved without deletion. Open the tag configurator and enter the following tags: new bool as boolean, new float as float, new integer as integer, After creating the tags, let us configure each tag. Click this button to view tag properties. Let's configure the alarm for each tag. For the new bool tag, enable the true condition and place the following message. Now, click on the float tag and change the min value to 0 and max value to 100. Then enable the very low and very high alarm conditions as shown. Let's repeat the same configuration for the new integer tag. Now let us view the list of current system alarms. Let us add the other tags. Note that the new integer and new float tags are active as the current value of each tag is 0 and the very low alarm is activated below 20. First, insert a communication driver. For this example, we will use the Modbus TCP/IP protocol to communicate with a Rockwell PLC. Open the Management window. Then click on the Tag Configurator and click on this button to create and configure an I/O driver. Select Modbus driver. Next, we will name the new driver Modbus 01. Let us change the IP and swap byte. Below, we will keep all the default settings, reading every 1 second and writing when a tag's value is changed. Now click on Create New Driver. After creating the new driver, we are going to add each tag. Let us configure the 3 tags. I will associate to my PLC addresses. After associating each tag with a communication address, note that below it is possible to edit and remove the association. It is also possible to view the timestamp of each tag. Currently, the application only has a screen called Main Screen and screen resolution 1366 by 800. Let us change the screen resolution to 1920 by 1080. And create a screen called Second Screen and an auxiliary screen. After creating the screens, note that it is possible to navigate between the screens using the selection box. After configuring the tags, history, alarms, communication drivers and screens, we can start inserting the objects on the screens. So, with the second screen open, click on Insert Object and then insert a display object to view tags of the integer type. Then insert the entire tag. Now we will insert an object to write on the entire tag. Let us also insert objects to read and write the Boolean tag. Note that it is possible to drag and drop added objects anywhere on the screen. We will modify the values of integer and Boolean tags. Since the PLC is also performing write operations, the values don't persist. Nevertheless, using these objects enables us to both read and write digital and analog variables. At the top of each object inserted, it is possible to view the tag's communication status, the behavior of the variable in a graph, or check the alarm status. Importantly, any modifications made to the screen require saving by clicking this button. Now, let us open the main screen and add an image. Click on Insert Object and then click on Dash Templates and select the image back07. Now we will insert a button to open the auxiliary screen that we created earlier. Next, add another object to the screen, and within the basic objects, insert a button. Please ensure to enclose the auxiliary screen name in double quotes. In the text field, we are going to insert the text of the button. Save the screen. Then, whenever this button is clicked, the auxiliary screen will be opened. Now, let's open the auxiliary screen and add a display object, associating it with the entire tag. Additionally, let's insert a simple label. Once the changes are made, remember to save the screen. Now we will create one more tag called Silo and set the type to Silo. This data type belongs to the example application. Please note that after creating the main tag, all sub-tags were automatically generated. Now let's proceed with inserting a Silo object and associating it with the created tags. These graphic templates have a tank-level display, and when clicking on this button, a pop-up with various silo information is opened. Now let us insert one more object to change the silo's level value. We can also insert a trend object and associate it with a tag. Accessing the management screen, we can also create a script to be executed by interval, trigger, and condition. We will insert a script per interval and configure it as follows. After implementing the script, the silo level value will be updated with the second tag value every 1 second. Please take note that upon inserting the script, the level value is now being assigned the value of the seconds tag continuously. It is possible to export and load a CSV file containing the history of a tag. After inserting the tag and defining the time filter, the values are shown below. In these buttons, it is possible to import and export CSV files. It is possible to visualize the behavior of tags using graphs such as line chart, bar chart, area chart, and so on. To showcase the simplicity of using the user-friendly low-code template, we will briefly access the ADISRA SmartView engineering environment. This is to demonstrate that all the work we have done thus far is effectively reflected in the application. After accessing the environment, you will observe that all tags, scripts, drivers, and configurations have been successfully updated in the application. In this video, we introduced you to the low-code template and demonstrated how easy it is to build applications without needing to access the ADISRA SmartView environment. Thanks for watching until the end. Visit the ADISRA website for more information or contact info@adisra.com or the sales team.